Welcome back to the Vtuber News. This is Salvi, the one who resides on the right side of your screen most of the time, and I'm here now just to remind you guys that I do have a goal for, at the very least until my birthday in June. I would love to be able to reach 20k subscribers, so if you could please subscribe and continue to watch these videos whenever you have a chance, I would really appreciate it. Just a small reminder, of course, and do enjoy the rest of... She has gotten attacked and she has gotten hate after her huge tragedy that hit the family of Camila, who is a VTuber, a big VTuber, a VTuber that a lot of people know and love. She is Lebanese by origin, and she debuted on 2022. She's a partner Twitch streamer who also uploads on YouTube and TikTok. The reason why I'm talking about this, I didn't want to make too many posts about the whole situation that she happened to be in, but seeing as though she was from Lebanon, she had a tragedy that hit her recently, as was mentioned by RT here, which is Russia Today. It's a Russian news channel, I believe it is government-owned news channel. VTuber Camila says bombs blanked her family in Lebanon, breaks down live. We won't really be playing the video itself, just, for obvious reasons, we won't be playing the video itself. But yeah, she is being made fun of for her voice. That is, she goes on here. She's very distraught, obviously, over what has happened because, as you may or may not know, there were some things going on in that region where I'm not going to name the countries other than, it's Lebanon and another big player that is an ally to the US over there, decided to bomb the hell out of the civilian areas for whatever reason. And that's as far as I will go to that. And that has caused over 200 deaths. And unfortunately, a lot of families are feeling the same pain as Camila. And unfortunately, she has to feel that pain too. So what we're going down here is we're going to take a look at the responses that people have had about the situation. And people are here starting out. Lack of empathy in this point, in this post, is one of the reasons we are so effed up as a society. Her voice, that's her voice. Why stream? She's trying to cope with the loss with people who support her. She said it herself. She didn't want to be alone. She said it herself. She wanted to kind of not cower, but, be in her own space and try to, go away from everything, because that's what ends up happening when you're in this kind of severe, traumatic situation. But she felt it was best to be with someone, and the people she could be with was her community. We can show some more empathy. Really sad what's going on in the world right now. Remember, people are mentioning the country that is affected by it, the country that's doing all the damage, which is there. Women as family members die due to bombs and warfare. Why is she doing a cartoon voice? OMG, I don't give an F anymore. Twitter, rest in peace, her family members, best wishes. And then, continue on here. Utterly disappointed by the people who commented on her voice. Heartless degenerates. And, of course, I'm going to try to get to where people are mentioning the voice issues as well. And we are starting with this one here when it comes to the people with voice that have issues with her voice. It says, this is why everyone thinks the VTube weirdos are all peas. Because even in a serious life situation, they still choose to keep talking in an anime child's voice. Expressing sadness, yet uses the degenerate VTuber avatar. Refusing to break character for someone as serious as this is generally offensive. She can't be that upset if she keeps up acting in voice. Amazing how she's able to stay in character with the whole time. She has a community that she is trying to reach. That she's trying to not be alone in the situation, because when you do, you can spiral very quickly. I know that because, well, I've been in not situations like this. Absolutely not situations like this. This is absolutely different from what I've been in, but I've been in situations where I can spiral emotionally, and it is better to always be around others, whether it be family, friends, other people who have helped you through a lot and have been there for you, which her community has for her. I feel bad, but drop the forced voice for 1 second. Have another person saying stay in character, keeping the cute or lolly or whatever the F you are to say. Such news is like, what the F? Seriously? They go on to say other things there. She says sorry for your loss and blank, the country that did it. Okay, I'm sorry for her, but bro, couldn't we turn the VTuber S off for this? If they actually gave an S and wanted to convey the gravity of this, they wouldn't frame it through a stupid anime avatar with a circus-themed overlay. And it continues going. Other people saying, they can't imagine having someone talking about something like that publicly on the internet from a VTuber that won't break character and probably monopolizing it with paid bucks. And here, why is she still in character? It just seems so weird to do while VTubing. This is her space. This is her space that she created. This is her space that she has. It is in no way, shape, or form our right to say whether she should be doing this or not, or should be putting this out there or not, or what have you. It is something that she wants to do. It is her space, and she has the right to do it as much as she wants. Not something that you should be telling people while using your VTuber model. That's what people know her by as well, her VTuber model, so why isn't it a good thing? Condolences, but drop the lolly voice next time. Another person here, same thing. Basically criticizing her there. Still doing the voice during all of that. Finding out VTubing just doesn't come across the best for situations like this, like doing audio or still image, I don't know, but this seems super weird. It's people outside. It's tourists and people outside of the space criticizing her for this type of stuff. How do we even know this is a real person? It could be all fake for clout. No, this person, again, like I said, tourist. And it goes on and on. Unfortunately, I found way too many of people just not even showing even a shred of empathy in this whole situation. And imagine streaming about it because you want the attention. It just keeps going and going, like I'm saying, showing you here. Just keeps going and going and going. And, you have the quote retweets here. This was from Kuririnji. This is the source that I got it from. As you can, you may not be able to see up there, but it's the VTuber Cringe channel. It says, people who say VTubers should never share personal information, always be in character, if indicated. Oh my god, is she Jewish? It sounds like she's mocking the whole situation as a comedy bit. Awful way to mourn family. And he continues on, actually, before I go on to that, continues on showing more. Family, gets what ended up happening to them, which, they passed away. Announces it in a cutesy VTuber voice. These streamers are the fakest, most sociopathic, and completely detached from reality people alive. These people just have no empathy, honestly. Former family, my lolly voice, lest my PDF audience lose sympathy for their massacre due to my true age. No, the people are like, I don't know where they get this stuff. Honestly, this is really, really, really messed up. Again, continuing here to show this little cattle with zero sense of humanity. If you watch VTubers, basically that's what they're saying here. Modern day streamers explain why humanity is spiraling downhill. They either an anime avatar talking about most traumatizing stuff in a fake kawaii voice, or some IRL streaming ODing on drugs constantly and harassing people. So how the hell did Israel bomb and blank her V-mom and V-dad? They got some scary tech. This family dies, has to say it in a cringe VTuber voice. Dare I say it? Thank you. Oh god. They're thanking them for that stuff. Now that is as low as that's the lowest I've ever seen someone go. Thanking them just because, glad that this happened to a VTuber, to a human being, to whoever, and the fact that there were hundreds more who passed away. Thanking the person who did it, Netanyahu, the person who did it, the person who ordered those attacks, thanking them for that just because this person's a VTuber. Middle Eastern LARPing as anime girls, this is why I effing hate VTubers. So yeah, it just got worse and worse. But here we're going to Camila before we, put a close on this. And to put a close on this, it says, we live in a world where some people are more focused on my voice than the situation at hand. It says, this is my career and I am allowed to share tragic events with people I see every day so they understand why I am not performing at my best. Empathy is not hard. Haven't done anything to you personally for you to be so cruel with your words. And of course I responded as long as other people saying, sorry that this whole thing happened. Sorry that the whole toxicity made it worse. That toxicity is what you got instead of getting empathy. Not by everybody. A lot of people showed empathy, of course. And you have another person here who the first thing that they focus on is this. To understand the loss, why the P-links immediately after. She has to continue doing her regular stuff. This is her going back to normalcy. Although she will never be 100% normal after a situation like this, in the sense of she will always have the trauma of that having happened to her family. Normalcy is hard to get back to when you have this type of pain and trauma hitting you. And that is where I want to leave it for the most part. Go show her some love. Absolutely show her some love. She deserves it. She has gone through something really horrible, something that I hope I wish she didn't have to go through. I wish never happened, and I hope no one else has to go through again. The world is a horrible place. There are many people who just want to cause pain and chaos, especially during the lowest moments of someone's life. They always want to leech someone dry of any happiness and just cause pain again and again. It is unfortunate to see, but that's why I'm calling it out, because it doesn't deserve to have a space in the internet when you're doing this. You should never be able to do this. I mean, it's really cruel. I really hate it. But I really wish the best for Camila, and I hope that the community and the support that she's seen is helping her during these tough times. Ooh, subliminal messaging. Follow the squirrel. Subscribe to the squirrel. This is not a psyop. This is just me being a dumbass. Ooh, subscribe. Mujin has responded after his crash out, after this whole situation happened between everyone and Sykkuno. He was exposed by Himomo, of course, a serial cheater, master manipulator, and a person, well, he was seriously an F-boy in the whole situation. And he did cheat on his girlfriend with a lot of people. And I do mean a lot of different people. He was a master manipulator. Of course, we had Powder, who we had mentioned the whole, can you criticize him for cheating? She's saying on her side, she never felt manipulated by him. He was friendly, flirty, yes. And women try to play victims, didn't see a brain in the situation. Of course, criticizing the people that were seen as the victims, as some people do. She did get criticized for this as well, because the one thing I do agree is that the Predator thing was thrown around too much, because Predator, I see it as someone who is cannot defend themselves, is weak in some way, shape, or form, and is preyed upon by someone much, much stronger, forced to do things, etc. That is what I see as a predator, and it is cheapening the word, I've said it before, to use predator in that, because there are actually people, there are actual predators out there, and it cheapens the actual word, in my opinion. That's the only criticism I had of the whole situation. Well, Mujin got, the only way I can say it is his panties in a bunch, and decided to go after her for saying this, saying that basically she was doing it kind of like for clout chasing. She tried to be relevant, she's trying everything, and now is doing this. She's gonna flip on a serial cheater who, had relations with a lot of women. Mujin was never a reliable narrator. When his video eventually comes out about being canceled by my audience for secretly having dated a black guy. I don't know where that came from. But as you remember, this whole thing happened here. Well, like I said, he responded here, which I'm going to put out bigger here, which says, some members of my community have reached out regarding a few concerns, and I want to make sure to properly address them before we fully move on. So he does actually want to move on, because it looks really bad for him from this topic. I'm flattered that Himomo tweeted that she considers me a close friend. I'm grateful for her trust. The first time we spoke as on April 7th, so his narrative that the video was made as a favor to anyone is simply false. The truth is, Sykkuno's serial cheating manipulation was only at the tip of the iceberg, and I was hoping the video would encourage many others who have stayed quiet for years to finally find the courage to talk about their experiences. Unfortunately, with the current state of affairs, this doesn't seem like it will happen anymore. Even if they were somehow able to fit the image of a perfect victim, if they were somehow fit the image of a perfect victim, I don't blame them whatsoever. Instead, I can only wish for them the best, and I hope that his ex, who was cheated on for over 5 years, can find the peace that she deserves. As for me, I'll continue making videos that millions of people enjoy, prompted. I still strive to do the right thing, even if it's not trendy, because if that's how I was raised, simply who I am, that will never change, no matter how many vultures try to desperately farm my name. Thank you for being the best community I could ever ask for, and I'll see you in the next video, whenever that is. And the quote retweets happen here. First one with Powder, saying, thank you, Mujin.
Mujin, thank you so much for being a fucking retard. You made my night.
And that is her response to that. Down here we have Mrs. Tamati says, screenshotted just in case, cuz admitting you made a hit piece based on basically zero credible information because you're hoping to see someone else who has something valid is a terrible look for you. It's time to take the L, my guy. Stop with the doubling down. Down here, holy narcissist. I'll continue making videos that millions of people enjoy. And when prompted, I'll still strive. And that's where Straub calls it a narcissist. He says he made a 1 hour video, 3 days of knowing her. So either he knew nothing about her and still made it, or he's lying. Tough choice. I'll be real. Let's just say Sykkuno has actual skeletons in his closet. You'd be largely responsible for why that closet will likely remain closed. You misjudge how people will react to this. You can't judge the well that you poisoned. And that's true. Maple says has a good point here. Tweet speaks for itself. Drops a hit piece. Calls someone a predator. Gets called out for suspicious timing, vague connections, opinionated, and far too personal rhetoric. Attacks literally anyone who disagrees. Goes so far as to fetishize a woman's relationship as a clapback. Insults her personality and publicly call her morally bankrupt while LARPing as her. Disappears for 3 days. Would you think we just move on? But no, we have to, one, pretend concerned community members are the reason for your tweet when we all know this is to try to save face. Pity farm that you're just trying to do the right thing while ruining people's lives and defending people with actual allegations because they're friends. Make posts about a tip of the iceberg that some reason wasn't covered in your a ridiculous hit piece video about where absolutely should have been if any of it was provable. And then throw Himomo under the bus, saying, yeah, she considers me a close friend. We've only been known each other for 4 days. No way that I did this as a favor. Brother, take literally a smidgen of accountability, a crumb, a nibble, literally any. And of course, the comments are locked because, God forbid, people be able to call you out again on this one thread. Sykkuno is an undeniably massive loser who deserves no credibility and should absolutely be ashamed for his actions. But let's have a bit of effing realism here and understand that nothing about the last 4 days has been okay. People who wanted nothing to do with this were moving on, were practically forcibly dragged into this by the mob, and others, read VTubers, were uncovered to have been involved that have been known to sow discord and drama. None of this will matter because you're large enough to have a sizable portion of your audience who will believe you can do no wrong and will always side with you no matter how much you did double or triple or quadruple down. The truth is 2026 means about as much as $1 you can buy on McDonald's menu, but I would expect better from someone who touts their integrity. F off. About to get sued and he got friend zoned. Did Mujin just throw him all under the bus because people have valid criticism that he shouldn't be content farming off of someone's real life affairs? Posting a video 1 hour after isn't a flex. This is the worst statement ever because you're basically shifting blame on Mal. Rev says Tetsu Mujin repeatedly failed to do the right thing when prompted. That is a lot of different things here. And a lot of context added there. He locked replies to stop himself from getting owned and ratioed again. It says, of course, the comments are off. Whole speech about doing the right thing, but can't handle anyone questioning it. So yeah, really bad take from Mujin. It is absolutely sad to see that he double, triple, quadruple down. It is, I guess, not unexpected, according to what people... She has a huge update, and it is a happy one, as we're talking about Kinkymation, or Lily Goth. And what is that announcement here? Here we have it on something that's here. Important health announcement. The community was probably very scared about this specific announcement here. And let's take a look.
So, as you guys are well aware, I've actually been canceling a lot of streams lately because I've been getting a lot of migraines. And some people have rightfully been a little bit concerned for my health. But I actually want to tell you guys that it's not so much that I'm having migraines. I am entering my MILF era. Like,
oh, God.
For real. So, I'm going to let that sink in for a moment. Wait,
yep, congratulations. Big congrats.
Yeah.
Pregnant.
Yeah.
She's pregnant. She's pregante.
Okay.
Pregnananat.
Thank you. Yeah, Lily is going to be a mom, okay? MILF Lily Goth is official, thank you. So the reason I was canceling so many streams was because I was dealing with nausea. It was actually pretty tricky to keep streaming all through that, mind you, but I still did it. Hindsight 2020, doing the Dine or Dash British edition was not my best idea. I did legit almost barf. But yes, thank you. So I wanted to let you guys know.
So yeah, she's gonna probably most likely be, taking a little bit easier because during that part of life, the whole pregnancy part, there are a lot of morning sickness things. There's a lot of, different situations. And besides, the different types of exams they have to go through, different types of prenatal visits and things like that. It's going to be taking a lot out of her, and she's going to be making less work as before. Big congratulations for her and the family that is to come. Face Connect is an English and Japanese VTuber agency based in Vancouver, Canada. Their goal is, of course, to connect people around the world. And recently, they have announced that they have FaceCon. I believe it was around December, maybe January, that they were doing FaceCon. And they were teasing it way before. It is going to be around June of 2026. And they have something here. 2 concerts and non-stop excitement start day 1 with Grand Passage, where talents will light up the stage with their idol best. 2, Bon Voyage with a warm summer send-off. So it's going to be a 2-day one. It's not going to be the whole weekend. It's just going to be 2 days. Let's take a look at this. I'm going to try not to have sound on it because usually the sound does get in some way, shape, or form effed over. So that is the hotel that they're going to be at. Oh, it doesn't have music. It doesn't have too much music at least. That is Tokyo Skytree, by the way. I was there. I haven't seen it, but I was there. I don't know why they have Tokyo Skytree there, but yeah, that looked very much like Tokyo Skytree. At least it looked like it. But yes, they will be having this. We'll be able to buy online tickets for the stream. I need FaceCon. It's gonna be good. Me concerns about the plane. The plane's too low. What's the schedule for day 2? I might need to change my flight home so I don't miss this. Will there be virtual tickets? Some people are wondering if there's virtual tickets. Hard to tell. They will, of course, announce it when it comes to that time. But in most cases, they do have some sort of ticketing for virtual for people that can't show up, but still want to support the girls with watching them and, you know, giving some income for the tickets. I really do wish them the best of luck because it's really hard to run your own personal convention. This is all Phase Connect, so it is really hard to do that, and it does take a lot of time and effort. Sayu Sincronisity is an independent female English language VTuber. She has been making waves. She was part of Noah for a while, Noah Talents, in order to, you know, spread worldwide a bit. And that didn't go so well, but not because of her, but because of Noah. But she is doing something wonderful, which is announcing that she has her own candle out. Sayu's candle. Hey guys, I want to send a little reminder about my candle with waifu wicks, solar powered. My candle's scent is a nice fusion of sun-kissed apricot and smooth teak wood. So if that sounds like your thing, give my candle a try. The same scent is also available in a room spray if candles aren't up your alley. And here we go. This is the candle here. Solar powered candle is the name of the candle. It's not actually solar powered. It's the name of the candle. $25 US for the candle is actually not bad. And we have here for the room spray is not bad price either. Remember, a portion of it will go to Sayu. That's why, you know, they raise the price a little bit when it comes to this merch, because the company doing it has to make some income as well as sending royalties or whatever cut it is to Sayu as well. So big congratulations to her. Really glad to see her continue to make merch like this. She does have her own site where she has most of her merch, but it's nice to see collaborations like this for her. Banzoin Hakka is a male English language VTuber with hololive's branch of Holostars English specifically, a member of Tempest, joining group January 2023 with Gavis Battle, Makane Fleon, and Josuji Shinri. The reason why I'm talking about him today is because they are celebrating his birthday. Who is? The fans. Since, of course, you know, things have been dying down for the Holostars people, that have been dying down for the, you know, winding down or whatever you want to call, for the people on Holostars JP. We have the Hakitos in this case, which is the fan base of him. Hello Hakitos, here's a route map for how to reach this event's cheer lightbox. Feel free to head over and snap some photos for the gram. Hello Haki, and then before it has the English version, the other one was, I believe, Japanese. You have it here, which is where it's going to be. Hakka BD 2026. Oh no, Taiwan. It's I believe Taiwan in this case, sorry. It says TW, so it looks like TW Nest, which looks like it might be Taiwan. Oh yeah, that's actually Chinese. Sorry, my bad. But over here we're going to have more. I'm very happy to receive the commission from Taiwan Hakito to create this lightbox advertisement. The flowers used for the decoration are purple irises, symbolizing wisdom, love, and good fortune. Hope you all like it, and happy birthday, Hakka. Down here, Ka. Hello, Hakitos. Hakka's 21st B-Day support lightbox ad is officially out near Taipei City Mall from 4:01 to 4:30. Please stop by, snap a pic, and tag us. Celebrate Hakka's birthday together. And here you have it. And it has the for each and every one of his accounts, it has the QR code, which is very nice. And here you have Banzoin Hakka here, the Taiwan Nest, with people reacting, wow, I want to go to Taipei so bad. So yeah, it is wonderful that they're doing this. I'm very glad that the community is showing love to the boys, because at this time, this hard time that's going on right now, they do deserve it.
Please, doctor, just allow me 20 minutes into the bathroom before this. I just need one last goon.
One last goon? What the heck? Oh no! She's snipping him, man! The heck? It's gone! No!
You didn't need that. You didn't need that part either anyways.
She took the pee-pee!
End of flashback.
Oh, you know what? Since it's a special occasion, you can have You can have your testicles back.
Finally we get him back.
Testicles back. Yeah.
Finally, no longer emasculated. No longer feeling like part of me was
Although
missing.
I can't reattach them. You can have them, but I can't reattach them.
Well, you can always be detachable at that point. But yeah, now we can finally enjoy the way things are meant to be, I guess. Thank you guys for watching as always, and of course take a look, and if you enjoy everything, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, all those things that YouTube asks of you. Really do appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.